Melbourne Messenger on the ground again. Bob Johnson's kick over centre half forward, but it's going to Collingwood's Fellows. Fellows has been one of Collingwood's best, along with Merritt, Wiedemann, Turner and Reeves. Best for Melbourne, Thorogood, Williams, although outmatched in the last quarter by Wiedemann, Laurie, Mithun and Ridley. This is Cyril Merritt leading them all a merry dance. He hasn't run out of steam so far today. Henderson at centre half forward. Torpedo punt going down there, 50 yards from goal. Cleared by Don Williams for Melbourne across the half-back line, falling short of Ian McLean, but he scoops it up and handballs it to his teammate who comes through and clears. That's Keith Carroll clearing to the centre of the ground. Dick Penton-Smith. Delante is number 24 trying to pick it up. Penton-Smith on his right, and joining them in the chase is McLean. Spirited piece of defence by Delante, and Collingwood's defence has been great. Their forwards have been right up to the mark too. Thorogood holds up that advance, and his long kick is over the half-forward line. Sullivan misses the mark. Webb is scouting the pack, but Reeves scoops it up and kicks to the half-forward line for the Magpies. Don Williams gets into the arms of Sullivan. Sullivan 50 yards out from goal. He's on the half-back line. Barassi number 2, and number 3 for Collingwood is Harrison. Sullivan, the Carnival full-back, clears the ball from the half-back line towards the half-forward line and along the outer flank. Thorogood for Melbourne. And it's towards Adams, the rover. He keeps it just inside the line. Athol Webb. And it's a battle between Reeves and Ridley. Ridley took a shocking knock earlier from Sarong and hasn't been much in the game since. Webb again gets through the pack somehow, and he shoots for goal. Again, Thorold Merritt clears for Collingwood. He's playing magnificently in defence as well as in attack. Number 14 for Collingwood, just turning back in towards the camera, is Bill Sarong. Norm Smith, Melbourne's coach. Collingwood leading 81-54, and Melbourne, after a goal early, have not been able to get the ball home. Laurie Mitten for Melbourne. From the centre wing, it's over centre half forward, but gets the bad bounce. Big Fellows up. Such an awkward player, I wouldn't think he'd be able to mark the ball in any way, shape or form in these conditions, but he's marked well all day. No reserves on the field as yet. I'm surprised Melbourne haven't whipped a couple in. This is John Beckwith, their captain, who hasn't been right at home today with his game. He's let his resting rovers in for a few goals. Brenchley for Melbourne to centre half forward. Ball is cleared by Rose, Bobby Rose's brother, Kevin Rose. Now here's a break for Collingwood. It's Merritt. Gets onto his left foot. He's tackled by Beckwith and gets through. Great mark by Marquis. Wiedemann on his mark. Again, I repeat, in case you're trying to follow the players by numbers, which may be familiar to you, all numbers have been changed. Mark is taken by Fellows of Collingwood. 12-9 to 8-6, 81-54, and the Magpies are travelling like real winners of the 58 flag. Barassi on the ball now and resting in the back pocket. Momentarily takes the mark. That's McLean. He's found in the centre. Oh, bad play by Melbourne on the back line, but they'll get away with it. McLean, after handballing it to Thorogood, got it back again and kicks to the half-forward line. Misses Crompton. They brought a reserve on. Crompton's just come onto the ground. I think they've taken Ridley off. We'll check on the time for you. This telecast through Channel 7 is the grand final. Von Skyn in the felt hat. We've had 10 minutes of play in the final quarter. 17 for Melbourne. Adams tackled from behind and knocked down too. Free kick should be Melbourne's way, I would think, to Adams. Definitely struck. Adams is 50 yards out from goal on an angle of about 25 degrees. His kick will fall short. It's touched going through. It's through the behind post anyhow. That's the score at the moment, and studio, this is your cue. High marking is a feature of our game, as Ampol Enterprise is a feature in Australian industry. High marks to Ampol, the motoring spirit of all proud Australians. The grand finals are rip snorter for sheer determination and strength in the packs. Ball is out of bounds on the Melbourne half-forward line on the members' side. It's in front of the players' race. Fenton Smith knocking away, but knocking it right down one of the Collingwood players' throats. This is young Bennett with the ball. Played very well when resting off the ball in the forward pocket for Collingwood. This is Laurie Mithun, turning into trouble everywhere, but he's clever and he gets out of it. He's put down there, and heavily too, and the kick will go downfield. Now it's starting to rain, just to add to the misery of today's conditions. Ethel Webb falling short. Collingwood 12 goals 9, Melbourne 8 goals 7. And how jealously are Collingwood hanging on to that proud record of theirs, 4 premierships in a row. It was Melbourne's chance to equal that today. The chance is still there, but it's getting slimmer every moment. Melbourne's rucks are being totally outclassed here. When they are getting the knock away, it seems that Collingwood men are sharking the hit-outs. Fenton Smith against McToomey. McToomey got it over his head there towards Harrison. Rose to Bennett, and Bennett from the half-back line for Collingwood along the members' wing to the centre wing where it's out of bounds again. 12-9 to 8 goals 7. Collingwood looked like breaking the Melbourne hoodoo. In the last 10 times they've met, the best Collingwood have been able to do is a draw. And it's a long, long time since they've beaten Melbourne on the Melbourne cricket ground. And here's another tussle between Barassi and Delante this time. The free kick is to Melbourne's Dynamo, who has not had a good season in comparison with other seasons of his, but is worth watching at any time. Barassi's kicks find somebody in the forward pocket. It's Bob Johnson. He was trying to crib a few yards to improve the angle, but umpire Nash wheels him around, and he's only about 6 or 7 yards inside the boundary line, so you can appreciate the angle. The distance is nothing, it's the angle. Oh, he's off the target. Number 12 for Collingwood there was Grieve, who is now on the field. Point forced. 8 goals 8 to 12 goals 9.